The EOS-1D Mark III is a professional 10.1 megapixel digital single-lens reflex camera (DSLR) camera body produced by Canon. The EOS-1D Mark III was announced on February 21, 2007 and is the successor of the Canon EOS-1D Mark II and was first released in May 2007. In late 2009, the camera was succeeded by the Canon EOS-1D Mark IV. Features: 28.1 x 18.7 mm APS-C CMOS sensor, 10.1 megapixel effective, dual DIGIC3 image processes, Canon f-lens mount, excludes FS, 1.3x crop factor, 45-point TTL area SIR autofocus with a dedicated CMOS sensor, TTL full aperture metering with 63-zone SPC, 100/3200 ISO speed equivalent. ISO can be expanded to L, 50 or H, 6400 with custom function, 30-1 sec. Shutter speed and bulb, auto white balance, eye-level pentaprism viewfinder with approx. 100% coverage, 230,000 pixel, 690,000 dot. 3.0 inches color TFT liquid crystal monitor with approx. 100% coverage. For JPEG images, live preview on the camera's rear LCD. Also via an external system using Canon's EOS utility. Disables AF, ETTL2 flash mode with optional in-camera controls for the Speedlight 580EX2 flash. 10 frames per second continuous shooting. JPEG, max, 110 frames. RAW, max, 30 frames. Dimensions, WXHXD, 156 x 157 x 80 mm. 6.1 x 6.2 x 3.1 in. Weight, body only, approx. 1,155 grams. Microphone for recording voice annotations. The camera's image sensor is a CMOS-based integrated circuit with biofilters for RGB color detection. Canon calls it single plate, in contrast with 3 CCD sensors. It has approximately 10.1 million effective pixels. A non-removable optical anti-aliasing filter is located in front of the image sensor, which also vibrates as part of an anti-dust mechanism, similar to the one used in the entry-level Canon EOS 400D. The shutter is an electronically controlled focal plane shutter. Its maximum speed is 1/8000th of 1 second. The shutter is operated by an electromagnet. The Mark III is Canon's first professional digital SLR to include a live view feature, usually reserved for point-and-shoot cameras. The image is displayed on an electronic screen instead of in the viewfinder alone. Awards. The European Imaging and Sound Association, ASA, named the Canon EOS-1D Mark III the European Professional Camera of the Year 2007-2008. Problems. Issues about Mark III cameras were reported throughout the online photographer communities after the camera's retail launch. These relate to servo AF mode, to stripes within the picture, cursor navigation failure, 99 messages and subpar low light focus acquisition performance compared to previous models. Canon investigated a few of these issues, and some are believed to be resolved in firmware release 1.1.1, which was released in September 2007. Most significant of the issues is the autofocus AF issue. Under certain conditions, notably warm, bright, sunny days, conditions under which AF usually operates the best, photographer Rob Galbraith has reported poor AF performance. As of October 17, 2007, Canon technical representatives began stating the widely reported autofocus issue is suspected to be caused by an internal submirror assembly that requires replacement on most cameras with serial numbers between 501,001 and 546,561. This correction has been made in production models dating to sometime shortly before the announcement of the fix. As of August 2008, some reviewers have continued to note some level of remaining problems with AF both in the EOS-1D Mark IV and EOS-1D's Mark III even after the hardware and firmware fixes noted by Canon. On March 3, 2009, Canon announced new firmware and a free AF recalibration for the 1D Mark III. Initial reports from owners who have received their camera back from the AF recalibration seem to be largely positive, although there are still some mixed results. Firmware. This latest firmware available for the EOS-1D Mark III is version 1.3.2. The latest upgrades to the firmware for the Canon EOS-1D Mark III can be found on Canon's firmware download page. Photographs of camera. See also. Canon F-lens mount. Canon EOS-1D Mark III product page at Canon USA. Canon EOS-1D Mark III announcement. Press release from Canon. Video of Canon EOS-1D Mark III shooting at 10 frames per second. Canon EOS-1D Mark III hands-on preview from imaging resource.